What would be the purpose to have purpose? Okay, very beautiful. The questions have been transiting from one to the other very beautifully. We just talked about sound. Remember, when the soul traverses from one life to another life, the only two things which are common to the soul is your thumbprint and the sound is transmitted, the sound vibration. And for example, your name is Nico. Your soul wants to hear the word Nico from everybody. It wants to hear that sound. That is why your name is Nico. That is what nourishes the soul. And that's why it was chosen. Okay. The second thing which the soul carries from one life to another life, if we believe in this rebirth, is the thumbprint. Okay. Now, why do you take one life to another life? Why do you come? Why are you born? Before birth, they ask you, are you really sure you want to go? You want to go through this? They ask you and they pre warn you. And you say, yes, I want to go through. That means you've taken a decision. And the reason why you go through and why you're given a birth, you can be given a birth in any form, as a plant, as an animal, as a human being. It is the good deeds in your previous life which decide what kind of birth you're going to have. And a good deeds and good karma will bring you into a human life again. But the purpose of all this is to correct all the negative karma. That means when you come to this life and you have taken birth, the purpose is to clear all the negative karma. Why is it that we need to clear? Why do we have positive karma and negative karma?
Yeah.
When
Where
the
was it
journey,
born?
huh?
When was this bad karma born? Like when? Why do I have it? What have I done to have
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
karma?
yeah. When you started the journey, you were as pure as the very source. And when you started the journey and when you wanted to go, it was just like, the souls asking their parents, we want to go out. And just like you say to your mother, father, Mom, I'm going, I will go, I want to go there, I want to visit. And mom says, no, no, why do you need to go there? Everything is available here. Son, why do you have to go there? And we say, no, no, my friends had gone and they liked the place. And that's why I want to go.
That's a
So
fractal.
you become, yeah. So that's how the journey begins. The souls start, and they're very pure. They're part of the master soul, and they ask the master soul, and then master soul says the same thing, just like I told you. But finally, he gives permission, and he says only one thing: my son or my child or my daughter, go enjoy and come back soon. And that's what we tell Mama. Mama, I'm going and coming back. I'll come back soon. And so exactly that's what is told. Go, enjoy, and come back. However, when we came into the journey, we loved it so much, we got attached so much that we wanted to go again and again to fulfill our desire. And this attachment is the beginning of the wrong karma, the negative karma, the attachment and the falling in love with the place and falling in love with this thing. Whereas everything was available at home itself. And so many times, many people travel to different countries in search of their success and wealth, only to realize it was always there where they began the journey. That.
Perfect. So, um, perfect. I perfectly follow you. And if we go back to you show us three main things that we're here for. It's that how you put
Yes.
in words. One was the purpose. The other one
Yes.
and the second one was
Knowledge. It means all the knowledge required to fulfill the purpose is within you.
perfect.
Only thing you need is to awaken the teacher inside you in order to start tapping the knowledge to fulfill the purpose. That's all.
Perfect. And the first one? And the first one was
Awaken the teacher.
awaken the teacher. Okay.
Awaken the teacher inside you. So that is how we start. We help you to awaken that you are your own teacher, you are your own decision maker. Then once you decide, then you can learn how to tap the knowledge from inside and also find the purpose of your life and how to fulfill the purpose of your life. All the knowledge is inside you.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. I perfectly follow you. Okay, and I have one more question, jumping around. Now, uh, well, the question is, when are you going to come to Argentina? So everybody knows. When are we going to materialize that? And since I speak,
See,
yeah,
I am not the one who decides when I come to Argentina. It is the people of Argentina, people of South America. It is their calling which decides when I come. When there is a calling, I'm coming. Let me tell you, I want to come.
okay, perfect. And since
Rest will happen.
it will happen, I know. And since I speak on materialization, um, I mean, I think it will be a good thing to close the conversation is how how would you define the process of materialization? I mean, what would be the process uh, of of the energy and the for you to come to Argentina? Like, I mean, to explain this process, to explain every process.
First of all, was the invitation, and I said I accept. At this moment, it's in an idea stage that we want to come. You want to do this, and I want to do this. Okay. Now, if we focus and we ask that sincerely, if I say that I want to come, I said it from my heart that I want to come to Argentina, and I verbalized it. If I hadn't verbalized it, it wouldn't become the truth. Understand? So whenever I verbalize, it becomes a commitment that I have to come. Now, that happens in the fourth step inside the heart. When I commit and I say that I want to come to Argentina. When I go to the fifth and sixth step, where all the knowledge base and whatever is required to make this trip a success, all that will start bubbling up in your system. And it will start filling up your system. That is, whether it's your internal universe, whether your physical universe or your external universe, and also the macro universe, everything will come into play and all the pieces will fall into place. And then you get a blueprint. Okay, I want to come on this date. I will be there. I will be there for so many days. I don't come for 2 days. I'm going to come for 10, 15 days because we need to be with the people. So all these type of things will fall into place. And so the blueprint will be ready. You and I will know that this is the dates, this is the time, this is what it is. And once we have decided that, automatically the materialization or manifestation happens by the funds happening, the tickets happening, and me arriving. And then once I arrive, that becomes the actual manifestation or materialization in Argentina, in Buenos Aires when I land. So that's what happens. See, just it is, I'll tell you a simpler story is I want to build a house. I have an idea. I know where I want to build it. I visit that in that form in my from my feelings and senses, and then I say, okay, I go and sit down with an architect, make a blueprint, and then and the funds start coming into place, and I execute it, and then so it changes from an idea to a two-dimensional structure to a three-dimensional building, an actual construction in a home. So similarly, the idea is going to go to a blueprint, dates will be fixed, everything will happen. It'll all happen surprisingly. You'll be surprised, you will decide everything very quickly. And everything will fall into place. And once that is ready, the funds, tickets, and actual arrival happens.
Just the last question to close this out. What I think the people will be asking in this moment is, what do I do with the doubt when it comes? Like, I'm going to Argentina, and suddenly the doubts start coming and it starts showing up. That is that would be the ego, like coming up. What will be like a good recommendation that you would do for the people if he says, okay, now I'm planning, for example, to buy a car, and I feel it from my heart, I know that it's going to happen, but suddenly some parts of the day the doubt comes. What would be
that is the first step, and I will help you with that. I need to switch on the light so that it becomes, you can see my hands and all.
Yeah, because here it's 11:30 and there it will be like 7 p.m. So